So today we are, or I am, going to paint. The walls, I clean them often, but yet they show dirty marks all the time. And then with the stuff that comes off from the stove, all the dust and stuff, the walls do start to become looking black. And my mom had a really cool idea. She does kind of like this marbly, she uses a sponge, but she kind of makes her walls look kind of like this marbly look. So she told me how to do it, and I'm going to try to do it today. And so I'll let you see how I do that. But first off, when you paint in a very, very small area, and you have 3 little ones, you might want to make a library run and get some movies. I know it's not always encouraged. You don't want your kids just like sitting in front of TV all day, but on days like this, you might want to. So we just ran down to the library, and they got kind of a stockpile of movies to keep them distracted so that they stay upstairs and manage not to touch the walls, which is still going to be challenging, but I'm hoping it goes well. So with the movies, that helps a ton. They're going to be focused on that, and they're not really going to care about anything else. So yeah, so we did a library run, got some movies for them. And then another thing is, for motivation, I got myself a little drink. It's a coffee drink, except the coffee stand near us doesn't sell them in coffee drinks. It's the only bummer thing, but it makes me save a little more money, because if they were the actual drink, you know, the drink always tastes better in a nice pretty cup. So I save a little more on money because I don't like to buy them in these cups. But anyways, I on big project days, I know it's not a huge project, but for me it's a big project. I always like a little treat to kind of give me that extra boost. And then yeah, I am a super cheap person when it comes to painting stuff. So I had all my brushes in the freezer. I pulled them all out, put them in the sink, thawed them out, cleaned them up really good, and got my paint out, and I am going to get going on that. Oh, I've already taken all the stuff off my walls, and I didn't have like the proper caulking stuff. I had like the silicone stuff to fill in the holes. It'll do, thankfully, this look that I'm going to do, it's with a sponge, and it hides a lot. Like, it's really great for kids. My mom said she did it in her whole house when we were little, because all the fingerprints, it hides it a lot. So I don't think you'll even notice the different texture with the silicone a little bit on the walls. I think it should be just fine. So yeah, so I did that, and ignore this mess. I just piled everything over here to get it away from this particular wall, and then I'll just keep doing that around the house today. So, all right, enough chit chat. Here we go. So like I said, I've never done this paint type thing, what my mom does before. So I'm just going to do what she told me, and I hope it turns out good. We'll see. So it is challenging to, in such a small space, to kind of like set everything up, but we'll make it work. So this paintbrush is going to be for one color, and this for another. And here's my little sponge thing. I don't know if you can see it. It's actually, I can tell it's a little bit of a baby blanket. It's got that kind of spongy feel, everything sticks to it kind of material. Anyway, so yeah, so let me show you. Oh, and I got my damp cloth. If I get something on the window or whatever, I can just wipe it off. So, add to the pile. Start with my darker color, which is like kind of a tannish color. Oh, I forgot to remove that. I'm gonna have to remove that real quick. When you're going a little crazy in a small space, especially in the middle of winter, it does help to do projects like this, because then all of a sudden, you know, for me, I really wanted to be in our house, and I was majorly bummed out that we couldn't get in there before winter. And I've done a few little painting projects around here, and I've noticed when I do these little painting projects, was on there good. When I do these painting projects, I all of a sudden it like lifts my spirits. Like, oh, I guess it's not so bad. You know, this looks really cute. And so if you are struggling with a small space, and if you have just a little extra money, you know, spend on paint or decor or whatever, try to fix up. Our place isn't that nice, but you know, fix it up a little bit, and it'll just, it's amazing the way you view it. It will change. You'll actually appreciate it a little more, and you'll enjoy it, and you'll make it through the dark months, the winter months, or however, whatever your situation is in a space that you're not really happy about being in. So my attitude has changed a lot since I've worked on it a little bit more and treated it as a space that, well, this is where we're going to be for a while, and I better start liking it. All right, so I am in my painting gear, and I am gonna get going on it. So, first off, my darker color. She said just to do an X. I really honestly don't know how heavy I'm supposed to do it. But she just said, do a bunch of X's. Honestly, I'm really not sure if I'm doing this right, but I'm hoping for the best. Worst case scenario, I can paint over it all over again. Okay, now my was my first little patch that I did for the first time ever. Found out the wood heat dried it really fast, so I shouldn't have done that much of a section, because I started doing the sponging and paint was actually peeling off. So I need to do smaller sections, and I need to do my marks more evenly. I feel like I wasn't super even on my ratio, the white to the tan, but it is a marbly look, so it doesn't really stand out. I don't think it looks real nice right now because it's not finished. I think when it's all finished, it's actually going to be really nice, and it definitely hides things for sure. I got some on the paint. I tried to wipe it off, and it dried so quickly because this dries really quickly. It dries anything out really fast, and I forget about that. So I might have to go around later with like a razor knife and really try to scrape stuff off. And the ceiling, I was messy on the ceiling because I'm planning on going around and cutting it in with a white brush on the ceiling, because I think it'd be easier to do that than rather than the sponge trying to be careful. It's too hard. So yeah, so that's my first section, and I'm actually pretty pleased with it. It doesn't, probably to the camera, it doesn't look that great, but I think once it's all done, you'll see it a lot better. And I think it's gonna look pretty nice, actually. I'm really pleased with it. So we'll see. I still need to fuss with a little more. Definitely, I don't like this section. That was my it got too hot, dried too quickly. So I might have to I don't know how it's gonna work. I might have to like try to sponge in, or maybe just a little more extra paint, sponge in. I don't know. I'll play with that. But anyways, so that's the start, and I will show you when it is finished. Let me zoom up real quick. I'll take you a little closer so you can see. So that's that. And then that's the plain walls. It's definitely going to hide a lot more, I would say. Plain walls. So I don't know, we'll see. First time ever doing this, and it looks beautiful on my mom's walls, so I'm really hoping it'll turn out nice in here too. So I'll show you when I'm all done. Okay, and here is the end product. Pretty much. I'm actually really happy with it. You can see the difference, the marbly look on that side, and then the old just cream color look. So I'm actually really happy with this look. I think it's really pretty. It's definitely going to hide dirty marks much easier. You can see I got really sloppy on the ceiling and trim spots. So I am going to go through, I still have to go through and paint the ceiling, which I'm going to call it a day for now because it's getting close to dinner time and I gotta get the house back in shape. And then I need to go around and paint all the red because you can see I was pretty messy and got it on the red. So I'm going to go through and do that, and then it's going to look great. I'm actually really excited about it. Super pleased. You can't even really tell, but the very first start, I did not have the technique down and it didn't turn out as nice. But as I went on, it got nicer, and this was my last section. But I mean, it's pretty, it hides really well. You can't even hardly tell the difference. So yeah, I'm happy with it. And I feel like the trailer's getting a little spruced up and it's feeling good. It's gonna feel way nicer when it's all complete. I also painted that shelf and that board there a dark brown, which is nice just because it looks a little more finished. But anyways, yep, there it is. And that is kind of that marbly look. It's kind of cool, super easy and fast. Not, I mean, it's not, yeah, I'd say it's about the same. I just need to go around and do all my painting and my trim, but yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, you guys take care. I would turn you around and to see me, but there is a giant mess behind me, so I'm not going to. All right, talk to you later. Bye.